Всем привет, продолжаем проходить Котор. Двигаем дальше. А, это офицер королевы. Я думал, сейчас атака опять будет.
I'm impressed you made it this far, but you're too late. Soon the Queen will be dead, and General Vaklu will be the new king. This is no ordinary door between us. The same material is used for the hull of capital-class vessels. I'm afraid you will find it quite impregnable. I'm afraid it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, we have one last barrier to take care of.
Так, ну что, мне с помощью компьютера или как-то? Да, видимо, нужно как-то обойти сбоку. Окей. Лишь оттягивают неизбежное.
Gather our forces. Make sure the defenses are set. Colonel Tobin says the Jedi is coming our way. Take your beasts and attack her. We need more time to prepare. I'm going to the control room. Perhaps the captain can be persuaded to cooperate.
Карта маленькая. Это стоило ожидать. Так, почему гренадер королевы на меня нападает? Он же королевский. Или это типа предатели? Короче, сейчас глюк произошел. В общем, мне почему-то диалоги сейчас пропускаются, поэтому сейчас надо перезагрузиться. Сами. А, понятно.
Thank you. Now that you've got me out, you need to get the primary security console's override code, then lock the terminal down. Once you've got that code, if you can get to the secondary security station, you'll control the entire palace's security systems. The Slicer's still logged into his account. You should be able to just get whatever you need.
Но это сделал, я не понял, компьютер или нет. Там было только открыть все двери. А, нужно было, понял. Нужно было у него про это узнать. Понятно. С другой стороны теперь надо. Короче, нафиг эти все остатки, у них все равно падает мусор всякий. Я не знаю, почему у меня пропускаются диалоги. В общем, мне надо игру перезапустить, потому что это не дело. Продолжаем. Надеюсь, это проблема из-за игры была, ну, из неудачного запуска, а не из-за того, что именно место такое.
The defense of Isis requires my full attention. Later.
Так что, видимо, он все за меня, что ли, сделал, получается? Или здесь еще есть терминал?
So, you're the Jedi, eh? Well, the comm chatter we've intercepted is filled with reports about you. We've managed to hold this part of the palace, but Vaklu's forces control the rest. We need to get to the Queen. There are 2 security consoles in the palace. The primary security console is on the other side of the... We need to transfer all primary functions to our terminal here. Then disable them. After that, we'll control security again, and can get to General... You have? Oh, son of a muglak! Corporal, use this code to open the... The door's open. Hurry! They might break...
Ну и сразу телепнуло, отлично.
Will you just die already? You will go no further than this. You're too late. Our pet beast is about to breach the force field to the throne room. The Queen will be dead in moments. Watch out! I've lost control of the beast! Ignore the beast. Into the throne room. The Queen must die. Oh, blast it all.
И босс у нас, видимо, этот оказался в итоге. Давайте смотреть. Сначала этим попробуем. Пробиваемо. Ну, в принципе, терпимо. Жаль, что он этого, конечно, убьет. Что-то слишком просто. Да, игра явно проще первой части. Так, дроида надо починить. Зачем вот каждый раз вот на экранку, если этот механизм только дроида может чинить? Погнали, короче. Не в ту сторону. Так. А, так все уже перебили друг друга. Ну, почти все. Ну да. И драться не пришлось.
Your time is at an end, Talia. Your people have abandoned you, and now your life is forfeit.
You would destroy everything just for your ambition, Vaklu. The Republic, ISIS, everything.
That is a gross simplification, Talia. Change is a painful process.
You're getting careless, Vaklu. One more mistake, and you're the one who will pay the price.
Damn you! Your skill with the blade won't save you from... What? The Jedi lives? But how? Kill her and the Queen.
А, видимо, вот это все-таки босс в итоге, а не тот. Давайте попробуем сначала мечом. Нет, слабенько. Лучше молний. Но все равно просто.
You've won this battle, Talia. But your reign won't be an easy one. The Republic is a sinking ship, and you're too attached to it.
He's too dangerous to leave alive. As distasteful as it is, it might be best to silence him forever. Until he's dead, all of Onderon is in peril.
You're a fool. Your companion is right. Fine. Send me to your best detention cell. I will be free within the week, and vengeance will be mine.
Aren't you forgetting who is Queen Vaklu? I appreciate the Jedi's counsel, but as monarch, I decree you are guilty of treason. The punishment is death, to be carried out immediately. Captain Cadron?
Talia, you can't. You're too weak. What about my trial?
Your whole life has been a trial, Vaklu, but it's over now. You are right. We can't detain you. Too many people are still loyal to you. You've left me no real option.
Men, ready blasters. Aim!
But you can't. This can't be.
Fire!
What is done is done. I don't think the service you have given us can ever be repaid. I must go with Captain Cadron. The crisis is over thanks to you and Master Kavar.
The wound is not a mortal one, though it has been some time since I exercised my healing powers. There is a shred of life within you still. Awaken, Colonel Tobin. Your part in this is not over. Colonel Tobin, I am with Vaklu. The war has gone against him. He sent me to rescue you, to tell you the Jedi have struck. They had a secret academy buried on Telos, and they are showing...
What? But the Jedi are gone.
So we all thought, but they have hidden themselves on Telos.
Out of my way, old woman. This war can still be won, and Onderon can be freed.
Indeed. This...
Так, ну что, возвращаться, я так понимаю.
The Queen has requested you stay here until she gets back. I imagine you'll get some sort of reward. Talk with Master Kavar. She shouldn't take too long.
А, с этим, что ли?
The Force works in mysterious ways, it seems. There are times I'm not convinced it doesn't have a sense of humor. We spend all this time looking for you, and you came to us. I thought you might return to Onderon. Looks like just in time. I told the other masters that our only chance to figure out what was happening to us was to find you, and try to understand what happened to you. I don't know how much you know about this threat that's striking at the Jedi. It's attacking us through the Force. Varuk didn't believe me, but he was willing to travel to Dantooine, if only to help the settlers there, and perhaps protect what was left of the Jedi Enclave. Whatever the reason, having us all drop out of sight, I thought might make the enemy more bold. But then you happened. You came back, and you became a new target for whoever was attacking us. They were places touched by war, and we thought there was a chance you would return to these worlds, if only to try and make peace with what happened there during the war. But now the Sith have revealed themselves. That means the remaining Jedi will gather on Dantooine. From there, we can counterattack. Telos? But Telos was destroyed during the Jedi Civil War. I heard they're trying to rebuild. Atris? I thought Atris had gone to Qatar. Too many Jedi have scattered. The Council needs to gather. We cannot remain concealed any longer. We knew that someone was preying on us, hunting us. Finally, the Jedi decided to take action, and called a secret conclave on Qatar to decide what must be done. Before the meeting could even begin, All the Jedi on the planet were killed, along with the Miralukas and all other life on the planet. Their deaths could be felt throughout the galaxy. So the Council decided that we must not present ourselves as a target again. The consequences to others were just too great. That we should use our resources to find who was responsible and deal with them. I think you're the only one who's made progress. There is something I would like to teach you. It is a technique which, I believe, will aid. There are times when you want to overwhelm a particular opponent quickly. For these situations, use the Juyo form. Do not get carried away using this form, particularly against Dark Jedi. The ferocity required to use this form leaves
Мне это не
one
подходит,
vulnerable to
потому что
enemy force powers.
быстро я справляюсь, в принципе, с мелкими молнией.
I'm impressed with how
Мне нужно
quickly you
именно
mastered
одного,
this
чтобы я
form.
мог долго мочить
I
и
always knew you were
выживать.
gifted. I'm going to Dantooine. The Jedi Council vowed to assemble again when the Sith revealed themselves. Now that they've attacked Onderon, we can act. Our paths will cross.
Я так понимаю, на Дантуине мы закончим.
I'm sorry to keep you here. I needed to thank you personally for all of your help. Onderon owes both you and Master Kavar a debt that can never truly be repaid. I recognize you must leave soon, but please, take this. These relics are from the Royal Museum. Generations ago, some members of the... I know little of the Force, but I hope... Captain Bostuka has made arrangements for a shuttle to take you to your ship. The war was brief, but destructive. I will focus... Thank you again.
If you will follow me, I will take you to your shuttle.
Получено. Робохранительница, перчатка. Давайте посмотрим, что за роба такая. Мудрость. Давайте оденем для разнообразия. Перчатка. Ловкость нет. Мудрость, внимательность. Не, все-таки сила мне больше всего подходит. Так, с кем там поговорить надо? А, ну само.
I sense the conflict on Onderon even from this posture. Did everything go as you planned? Onderon will stop bleeding for a time, but wounded things rarely stay long.
We should return to the Ebon Hawk Mall and plot.
Отлично, не пришлось бежать обратно самому.
HK-47. I did not realize that you still...
Query. What is it you wish, Fat One?
I see that your recent reassembly has not affected your being.
Statement. If I require a similar...
Oh, there is much work that needs to be...
Statement. My memory core has suffered some damage. Statement. Yet somehow, a gap in my circuits makes me feel... Statement. This is all the more important since during my routine inspection of all potential escape routes from this vessel, I made an interesting discovery. Observation. The navicomputer is voice-locked. Statement. That isn't... Query. Why would someone lock the navicomputer? Answer. Presumably to hide where one has been. Statement. I believe this ship has been somewhere.
Типа вот починил его, пробрейдил, я так понимаю. Так, давайте за рабочий стол. Модернизировать. Ну тут понятно, что это должно быть. Кристалл я оставлю этот. Холодом, харизма. Критическому вот это, пожалуй, лучше будет. Минус 3 защита, а смысл? Замедление не, пускай лучше защита будет. Так, роба. Дальше. Это меч у нас короткий. Нафиг. А у той не экипирован, наверное, да, из-за того, что она в пати не состояла последний раз. Конечно, бред тот еще. А, не тот он экипирован, а где же второй тогда? Почему только один? Ну, окей. Так. Прежде чем решать что-то делать, я так понимаю, мне нужно с бабкой поговорить, чтобы дальше по сюжету двинуться. Надо вернуться и выполнить квесты оставшиеся. Начало с торговли решим. В принципе, мы проблему решили здесь, на Андероне. Поэтому отправляемся сюда. Пожалуй, вот ее теперь буду с собой возить. Мне она реально очень понравилась. Так, у этого или не или у той, которая нет, значит, все-таки та, которая дралась за место, видимо. Вот это. Да, квест выполнен. Ну, пароль я не буду искать, как и выполнить, нафиг он нужен. Я думаю, он исчезнет в итоге. На Дантуин надо. Вот это вот почему не выполнено, непонятно. Надо будет вернуться туда. Или забить на это. Не, я забью на это. Ради одного квеста возвращаться, там еще бежать 3 часа. К этой гробнице. Саму гробницу оббегать опять повторно. Не, нафиг. Не знаю, почему я не выполнил, вроде все изучил там. Погнали сразу на Дантуин.
Do you need a hand?
No, I don't. Go back to your training. I'll call...
Is there some problem? I was only offering to help.
Problem? No, no problem. Just wondering how long you're planning...
For as long as she needs.
How heroic of you. Well, she doesn't need you. In fact, we were doing...
Actually, there are times when it seems you could use...
Always with the details, aren't you? You can't fool me.
No, I don't. Well, I simply admire her. She has many qualities...
Yeah, and I noticed first. Get it? So cut it out. And another thing, stop being all noble around her in your big hero way. She sees right through your little act. She likes honest guys, not guys who run around being I
thought she was the hero.
Jedi. Betrayal. All thoughts of me will slide from your vision, from your mind, like you know who I am. But you will be unable to voice it. What does a Jedi see? Only what I allow them to see.
Так. Туин у нас где-то здесь, вот он. Возьмем тебя и тебя. А если я теперь скажу, что это джедай, будут у меня проблемы? Этого, кстати, нет на месте.
You are always welcome here, Jedi.
Thanks for your help with the mercenaries.
Так, что в квесте пишут? Анклаве джедаев на Дантуине. Анклав джедаев где? Полям Кунды. Так, ну, они типа отстроили, что ли? Там же разломали джедайский этот анклав, так сказать. Может, типа починили его сейчас со временем. В общем, сходим в развалины. Там видно будет. Там же была заперта дверь, меня не пускали туда точно. Там, где стояли эти типа львы, меня не пустили. Да, внутренний двор анклава. Вот он. Нет, это не они. Они дальше. Ну да, отстроили. Быстро они. И, видимо, тут мы будем делать из наших сопартийцев джедаев. Сохранится. Кстати, теперь он выглядит прикольнее, чем в первой части выглядел. Насчет растений. Тогда прямиком, я думаю, пойдем сразу. Если мне не изменяет память, вот сюда, в этот зал.
It has been some time. The years have not been kind to us both, but perhaps now they will see the truth at last.
It is not as it was. But perhaps that is for the best.
Всего трое.
We were wondering when you would arrive. This moment has taken some time to reach us, and I imagine you have many questions.
But perhaps you've come for revenge. Now, we will do as we have done. We will wait. Now the true threat is yet to show itself.
It is waiting for something. Us, perhaps. We have seen their soldiers, the remnants of their fleet, but those are symptoms of a disease.
The actual battle is being fought through the Force, not with weapons of war. It isn't about the Republic anymore. The attack on Onderon, something was attempting to use the planet itself, to feed on it, to draw on the power there. You prevented it, but it was a stalling measure. The next time we'll...
If Jedi gather, if we wage war against these shadows now, whatever this thing is, it must be fought by those strong in the Force. It cannot be fought in any other way. It knows if we die, then it will win, no matter what fleet or weapons are brought. We cast you out of the Order because you followed Revan to war. There was no other reason.
No, there was another. You had become different somehow, changed. The war had changed you.
You were no longer a Jedi, but we could not tell you why. Some explanations mean nothing unless the one who suffers comes to the end. What had happened to you was punishment enough, and the Jedi do not kill their prisoners.
And if you had stayed, you would have changed us. And
you already know the answer. You've noticed it in those who travel.
Have you noticed that when you act, others follow?
Those that travel with you.
They follow you without question, without hesitation.
Against their instincts, and sometimes against their sense.
It is because you are a leader, but that still fails to grasp the meaning of what I'm trying to tell you.
It is not an easy thing to explain. It is the bond that develops between apprentice and master when one truly understands another. It is developed that you do it so easily, and we do not know why.
You make connections through the Force, and it resonates with those who travel with you. The resonance is even greater when...
Your actions affect others more than you know. You draw others to you, especially those strong in the Force.
When you suffer, their spirit echoes it. And when they are in pain, their pain becomes yours. We do not know, but it is not the first time you felt the weight of so many lives.
And that is why the Mandalorian Wars echo within you still.
We did not cut you off from the Force. You were merely deafened to it. Because of that last battle of the Mandalorian Wars.
The screams of countless thousands, Jedi and Mandalorians, crushed by the planet's gravity, annihilated.
Their lives still scream across the surface of that dead planet, and within you. To hear the Force over such pain, it is not possible. It was too much for any Jedi to endure, and it is a wonder that you did not die there when thousands perished. All those you had fought with and struggled with. You cut yourself off because you had to if you were to survive. You had hints of it in the war on Doxum. Malachor was simply the final blow.
You were deafened.
At last, you could hear.
You were broken.
You were whole.
You were blinded.
And at last, you saw.
When you returned to us, we saw what had happened. You carry all those deaths at Malachor within you. And it has left a hole, a hunger that cannot be filled.
In you, we saw a wound in the Force.
In you, we saw the end of the Force.
Yes. You can feel the Force, but you cannot feel yourself. You are a cipher, forming bonds, leeching the life of others, siphoning their will and dominating them. It is the teaching of these new Sith to feed on others, on other Force sensitives. They are symptomatic of the wound in the Force. You are a breach that must be closed. You transmit your pain, your suffering through the Force. Within you, we see something worse than merely the teachings of the Sith. What you carry may mean the death of the Force, and the death of the Jedi. So you think. It is not the strength of it.
He's right. It's all the death you've caused to get here. You feed on it, and you grow stronger. You're like Malachor. It's in you, it's what you are now. You must have noticed as you fought across all these planets, killing hundreds, only to become more and more powerful. Why do you think that was?
But what's worse is that bonding you have. It hasn't gone away. It's gotten stronger, and the more attachments you form, the more you draw others to you.
And that is why you are a threat to us all. What if other Jedi went to war as you did, suffered the same events, and emerged as you did? What if there was a crucible that trained such Jedi to consume and kill?
For you, Malachor was that crucible.
What's worse is these Sith that we face. I fear that they have learned the lesson of Malachor all too well. It is what allows them to prey on Force users, to become stronger when Force sensitives are near.
Somehow they have learned their hunger from you. And so you have brought about the end of the Jedi, and perhaps all the knowledge of the Force. But it is of no consequence. Your ability to make such connections, such bonds so easily are why you cannot remain. You are a threat to living creatures and all who feel the Force.
You will lead the Sith here, and that we cannot allow.
Our judgment before remains. Exile. You must leave. And you must leave without your tie to the Force. It is a punishment reserved for only a few, and only when necessary. But we have the power to cut you off from the Force, and it must be done.
Forgive us, but it is necessary.
Do not be afraid. You shall feel no pain, but this must be done. As long as you feel the Force, you are a danger to those around you.
Enough! Step away from her.
What?
Step away! She has brought truth, and you condemn it. The arrogance. You will not harm her. You will not harm her ever again.
I thought you had died in the Mandalorian Wars.
Die? No. Became stronger. Yes.
Is this your new master, Exile? If so, then you follow Revan's path. Her teachings will cause you to fall as surely as she did.
We sought to lure the Sith out, and now they have come to us.
As you would pass judgment on her, I have come to pass judgment on you all. Do you wish to feel the teachings born of the Mandalorian Wars? Of all tragedies that scream across the galaxy? Let me show you. You, who have forever seen the galaxy through the Force. See it through the eyes of the Exile. How could you ever hope to know the threat you face when you have never walked in the dark places of the galaxy, faced war and death on such a scale? If you had traveled far enough, rather than waiting for the echo to reach you, perhaps you would have seen it for what it was. There is a place in the galaxy where the dark side of the Force runs strong. It is something of the Sith, but it was fueled by war. It corrupts all that walks on its surface, drowns them in the power of the dark side. It corrupts all life, and it feeds on death. Revan knew the power of such places, and the power in making them. They can be used to break the will of others, of Jedi, promising them power and turning them to the dark side. Did you never wonder how Revan corrupted so many of the Jedi, so much of the Republic, so quickly? The Mandalorian Wars were a series of massacres that masked another war, a war of conversion, culminating in a final atrocity that no Jedi could walk away from, save one. And that is what I sought to understand. How one could turn away from such power, give up the Force, and still live. But I see what happened now. It is because you were afraid. It is done. She is no more. Take me to Atris. She will have the strength to do what the Council cannot.
Ух ты. Как ее использовать? Может быть тут? Нирвана сила, может это типа это и есть? А, видимо, она что-то делает с врагами все-таки. А защитные. Чуть ничего не происходит. Ладно. Возможно, это отражать именно направленную на меня магию. Я ускорился, кстати. Может, это оно и есть? Или это ускорение с того раза? У меня, походу, бафы не отображаются из-за того, что у меня левел мигает. Походу, вот это все-таки я бафую себя чем-то. Так, выход. Фиг знает где. По идее, вот это, да, вот выход.
She's gone. The handmaidens came for her. They know who she is now. I couldn't stop them. I wasn't conscious at the time. They'll take her to Telos, and Atris will do what she'll do with anyone she thinks is a Sith. Yeah, I know. Are you surprised? All that talk of hatred, manipulation, and standing on your own 2 feet? Sorry. Still, if we were all judged by who we were in the past, I don't think you'd Yeah, she will. If she can. That's what I was afraid you'd say.
Is something wrong? You look troubled. I can feel it. I do not understand what you mean. Never. I believe in what we are doing, what you are doing. I am here because I choose to be. I simply do. There is nothing I can show you as proof, except give you my word. Something happened within the Enclave. What is it? Then they do not understand you. That is the danger of being a Jedi. When one separates themselves from others, chooses to lead a life of isolation, denying what makes them a feeling being, it is easy to make such judgments. And such judgments, I believe, are made in ignorance. There is no danger in what you represent, other than your humanity. You change others, but I do not believe it is due to the Force. I believe it is because you are a natural leader, and because you feel connected to the people around you, where they look at you and see the death of the Force. I look at you, and that perhaps a life lived without the Force is not the punishment it is believed to be. I will understand if you feel you must go instead. Take strength from your connections to others.
Who is there?
Who I am is not the question.
I am Atris, Jedi Master. The last historian of the Jedi. The last of the Jedi.
Those are titles, words you cling to as the darkness falls around you.
You are that which has attacked the Jedi. You are Sith.
Sith is a title, yes, but like you, the title is not who I am. It is not what I believe. For you, it is different. Know that there was once a Darth Treya, and that she cast aside that role, was exiled, and found a new purpose. But there must always be a Darth Treya, one that holds the knowledge of betrayal, who has been betrayed in their heart, and will betray in turn. You have bathed in the knowledge of the Sith, but there is not enough truth in such teachings. But it will be a step for you.
How did it happen?
Search your heart. It was never battle that called to you, never battle that caused you to fall. Alacor 5 has touched many things, and it casts its echoes still.
Why did she betray me?
You betrayed yourself. Do not blame the exile. And unlike you and I, there is still a chance that one may be saved. The one that you cast out.
Where is the exile? I had thought...
Oh, she will come, but it will be too late to save either of us. It is such a quiet thing to fall, but far more terrible is to admit it. Your mistress awaits. She has much to share with you.
Так. Квесты. Ну да, остались только вот эти и основной. Так, а Пати со мной, я так понимаю, не пойдет. Да. И как раз у нас, я помню, был путь, куда мы не могли пройти. Видимо, теперь нас пустят туда. А нет, не пустит. Окей. И теперь я не могу двигаться из-за этого, из-за того, что я нажал. И снова не... А, вот, все. Так, ну я так понимаю, с ней сейчас будет битва, поэтому сразу вот это, вот это, вот это и вот это. Сохраниться и погнали. Можно еще и щит, в принципе.
She said you would come here to this place. If you think you can defeat me here, you are wrong. All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they're mine to command. And if I must use it to end you, I will. Surrender. You need not die. Atris. That is not who I am, not any longer. She has not existed for some time, I think. There was always something else within me. It just took time for its voice to be heard. Yes, the Sith are here at last. You have brought them to this place as I had foreseen. It has all been part of my plans for you. And when I defeat you and the forces you have brought to Telos, I shall take the battle to the heart of the Sith and wipe them out forever. These Sith are cowards, striking from the shadows to kill Jedi. I needed a target to draw them out, but I could not risk my own life. All that remained. So I arranged for you to return to the Republic, leaked information of your past, and then waited for the... But you came to Telos against my predictions. Now they are here, I can finally face this enemy. Surrender to you, never. Let us end this.
Да, видимо, договориться все-таки не получится. Так, ну, для начала меч в нее кинем. Не... Так, а если они будут ко мне подходить, так я ее закидаю и все. Чем права? А, все-таки подошла. Но меч по-прежнему кидаю почему-то. Что-то слишком просто.
I did not expect mercy from you here at the end. If you will not kill me, then what will you do? You always knew where they were striking from. You always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the Mandalorian Wars. All those deaths. All those Jedi. Their power is to feed on life. Until nothing is left except a hollow... Yes, I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor. Yes, you are an echo in the Force. A hollow space where it has been wounded. It takes a great... It creates places where the Force is difficult to hear and difficult to find. Now she seeks to create another echo, a wound in the Force, greater than the one before. It will deafen all touched by the Force until no life is left. You were strong enough to withstand it once. I do not know, but she needs you there. If you choose not to follow, she will murder herself at the heart of Malachor, and you will die along with her. She seeks the death of all Jedi, all Sith, and the death of the Force. It is madness. It is impossible. But she believes. There are places in the galaxy dead to the Force where nothing lives, where the echoes travel forever and do not reach their destiny. And these places may be created, even from the one person at the right place, at the right time. You're important to her somehow, but I do not know. She is willing to sacrifice herself at the heart of that graveyard world for you, a choice others have made in the past. It is because I care for you, and I suspect that you alone hold that place in her heart, and that is why you are the only one who can... And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on this dead world, or end my life as... It does not matter. Not now. It is what I did with such pain that... But I thank you. Leave now, while you can. Save yourself.
Вот это уже точно. Финал.
I didn't believe it when Lino reported the Ebon Hawk at dock, but I get... Though given the trouble we've been having, maybe I shouldn't be surprised to see you.
И походу никого не сделают, читаем. Надо было что-то сделать, видимо. Какие-то условия определенные.
Lieutenant Gren, Sith forces have breached the module and are attempting to pen us up in the compound. Damn. Zeron, I need you and your men to break through and lead the... With pleasure, all right?
Возможно, надо было, как в первой части, просто побольше разговаривать с ними, и когда мы получили бы влияние, получили бы квест, который, если выполним, сделаем джедаем.
It came out of nowhere. A fleet of warships dropped out of hyperspace, and before we could scramble fighters to enter, there were Sith fighters everywhere. And the few flights we sent out were barely launched when the bombardment began. We did our best, but we couldn't stop the landing craft that followed the initial wave. We couldn't hold back the Sith troops. Then there's also the fuel situation. Because we don't have enough fuel, we won't be able to keep the station in orbit and operational. We'll try to make the best of what we have left. The Sith numbers seem limitless, but we haven't lost all hope. If you need to get to the Ravager, then you're gonna have to fight your way to the shuttle from here to the entertainment. Good luck.
Так, почему у меня только один партнер? Давайте посмотрим. Ты мне не нужен. Мне вот она нужна. И, наверное, сейчас будет очень много битв бесконечных. Я помню эту локацию. Я все это, наверное, дело ускорю.
I must leave you for a time to gather my Mandalorian warriors. Don't worry about me. I can handle myself.
Thank goodness you're here. We just can't seem to make any progress against the Sith line. After they established, we managed to take a few out, but they just keep up. It's up to you to help us throw them back. We gotta get them cleared out. All right, everyone provide... We'll be right...
We will join you in the assault. These rank-and-file soldiers, let we Mandalorians lead the charge. Calborn.
You will not face this alone. I would have it no one.
А, то есть обязательно эти должны у меня в пати быть. А, нет, наоборот. Она обязательно, он нет. Ну окей.
Are your preparations?
Sir, Sith warship dead ahead of us. It's attacking Citadel Station.
Let's close the trap. Concentrate all fire on the warship and deploy red and blue wings to engage enemy fighters.
Sir, at this distance, our weapons will barely scratch it.
We can't hope to match its firepower, but we need to draw it away from Telos.
Sir, if it keeps firing on Citadel Station, the station won't be able to maintain its orbit.
I am aware of the situation, Lieutenant. I do not intend to lose Telos twice. And I know that ship. It was a Malachor 5.
Vessel and are securing the area. The vessel has suffered extensive structural damage, but its particle fields still maintain a minimal atmosphere within the ship. And our cargo, it's being brought aboard. Soon, teams will be dispatched to the target sites. Do the Republic forces suspect? No, Mandalore. The proton cores do not emit a signature the Republic ships can detect. If they do pick up the signal, they will assume it to be emanating from the ship's missile bays. Did you get an ID signature on this vessel? You were right about the vessel, Mandalore. It is of Malachor. It still bears the wounds of Mandalorian guns. Then let's finish this. And remind the galaxy of Malachor 5.
What was that about?
Nothing you need to worry about, Sith.
You are coming with me.
Don't get all sentimental. I just don't trust you to get the job done. Been waiting for this for 10 years. It's just time to do things the old-fashioned way.
Так, ну это точно финальная локация. Но квесты по-прежнему-то эти висят почему-то. Ну и фиг с ними. Ну вот, наконец-таки. Почти финал. Ну, подожди, команда восстановится. Ну да ладно, попробуем так. Ну как финал? Не финал. Почти финал. Предпоследний босс, так сказать. Дарт Нихилус. Нихил этот дарт. Так, во-первых, вот это. Во-вторых, вот это. В-третьих, вот это. Вообще-то идти надо. И вот это. Все. Теперь только хилимся, а те пускай бьют. Ну, наивников, если давайте тоже бить тогда. Что-то как-то реально слишком просто. Да, все-таки первая часть сложнее. Хотя, возможно, я просто вкачался лучше, чем я вкачивался в первой части.
What the hell are you doing up there?
Yes, it was enough. The death of my homeworld will always have its place within me. I wish to learn the ways of the Force from one who has already faced that pain, and to use it wherever you walk. I will follow.
Только не говорите мне, что мне теперь обратно надо бежать по тому же пути. Я думал, мы скоро закончим. Тут что-то вообще реально растянули под конец. Не так, конечно, сильно растянули, как в первой части. Все-таки больше действий происходит каких-то сюжетных, а не просто месиво. Видимо, да, придется вернуться. Ну окей. Не проблема. Права больше нет. Я не стал полностью карту изучать. Хочу уже закончить с этой игрой. А если я правильно сейчас делаю, квесты по-прежнему почему-то висят. Да, корабль огромный, я бы замучился его полностью исследовать. И да, я видел того чувака с именем, я просто не хочу с ним говорить. Хочу уже убраться отсюда. Прикалываетесь? Есть подозрение, что там какая-то панель управления вот здесь была, на втором этаже, где я убил этого. Отсек 1. Ладно, тогда когда я добегу до того места, куда мне, собственно, надо идти, я думал просто назад вернуться и все. Ну-ка. Ладно, в общем, врубаю запись, встретимся на месте, где я должен быть. Так, ну я нашел его.
Arming signal received, Mandalore. The Proton, we still need to set free. Mandalore, we are holding our position. The Sith appear to be offering little resistance.
То есть мне нужно было сначала взорвать, то есть заложить заряд, а потом уже идти к этому дарту и убираться отсюда. То есть надо все-таки всю карту изучить, то есть такие места найти и закладывать везде бомбы. В общем, на ускорение это все сделаю, потому что реально здесь однообразные битвы. Зашибись. Придется делать, наверное, потому что искать неохота. А может, я уже его нашел? Но это вряд ли, потому что я не подбирал остатки.
This door leads to mine. If there is time, I would like to center myself. There is a meditation chamber within. Past the surface, there is the Force. Where once there was a world that was strong in the Force, now there is a barren wasteland. It has taken time for me to return here. I lost my way, but I've been stronger for the journey. What happens now shall not be done out of hate or revenge, but for the sake of all. And I ask you, finally, to forgive me. This body is a prison no longer.
Да. Хотя бы у нее это сделало условие. Видимо, нужно было определенных персонажей в определенные места приводить. Да, вот даже химикаты дают, что мне делать бомбу. Отлично. Четвертый у нас вот он.
You've reached one of the target sites. Arming signal received, Mandalore. That's the last of them, Mandalore.
Admiral Onasi wanted to speak with you, ma'am.
It's a little beat up, but it's still home. I wasn't able to be here to protect. This time you gave me a second chance. I owe you. I've read your records, how the Jedi sentenced you for doing what you believed. You wandered past the Outer Rim during your exile. I ask you, did you find any trace of Revan? I served with her, like you did, and we had to part, like you did. She said that there were places where she had to walk where I could not go. Places that she could not bring those she loved. I've waited for her to come back for almost 4 years. It doesn't get any easier. No, she's not dead. I feel like I would know. There's just this emptiness where she used to be. I would have done anything she asked. And when she told me to stay here, to try to keep the Republic strong, that was the hardest thing of all. I don't know, but it was important to her. She said that she believed something had been behind the Mandalorian Wars, that it hadn't been the Mandalorians' choice to attack the Republic. Whatever it was, I think she went off to find it, to fight it. It was near the end of the Jedi Civil War, when it seemed like we were going to lose everything. We met on a Republic warship called the Endar Spire. It was being attacked over Terrace, and the Sith had stormed the ship. We saved the Republic, but it was like the war didn't end for her. She would keep remembering things that she had done, and it kept driving her. And she kept using it as a wall between us. And I think she finally remembered something terrible she had done during the Mandalorian Wars, and she went to put an end to it. She left without warning. She didn't say where, only that it was to a place where she could, and here you return. Yes, wherever she went, your ship. If you return to that place. No. Safe journey, Exile.
It has been some time.
You were a fool to return. I spared you once. I will not do so again. Why have you returned?
Because now I understand why the exile did what she did. There is much to be done.